stopping by, much appreciated. I am Richie, this is Extreme Fun. Gonna do something that's either gonna be pretty good or it's gonna be an absolute train wreck. I'm leaning towards train wreck, but I figure let's just do it, have fun with it. Haven't done a song by this band, or bands I should say, because originally done by Slade, covered by Quiet Riot, Come On Feel the Noise. Just one of those, it's definitely a sing-along, you know, obviously for the, you know, the 80s metal era. It's a sing-along, but it's heavy, but if you can kind of do it on the acoustic guitar, it's a fun tune to try and do. So that's what we're going to try to do here. So lots of chord changes. It's kind of all over the place, but it's pretty manageable. You know, if you kind of got at that intermediate level, you know, you got your G, D, there's an E minor, but then there's an E in there, there's B minor, so you see there's a lot going on, but we're going to go through it. It has certain sections, you know, the song is structured in certain ways where you can just remember certain parts of it, and it does kind of flow. So we'll get into that. Again, if you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. It's much appreciated. Hit the thumbs up. You know, if you like it, great. You know, because let other people know that you've liked it, and it kind of tells YouTube other people should like it, maybe. So let's get into it. Really cool tune. Come On Feel the Noise. Let's go. So let's get into this one. Quiet Riot. I mean, I know my Slade, but I know it just from the Quiet Riot days back in the 80s. So Come On Feel the Noise. Lots of chord changes, but we'll go over it in certain sections. And it's, I mean, they're fairly simple chords, but you're playing chords that typically don't go together, like an E major and a G. But it works the way it's broken down. So let's get into it. The intro was just vocals and drums. So you kind of make that your own. You kind of just... Or you just kind of, right? So whatever you want to do is up to you. Make it your own. That's what it's all about. I'm not trying to go note for note. I'm trying to give you a blueprint and go with it. So, but when the verse does come in, we're going to look at two sets of chords, three chords each. So the first set is going to be G, okay, standard G chord right there, a B minor. And here's that E that's a little, doesn't quite fit, but it does for this tune. Okay, so it's G and an E. All right, so the second part, it's going to be your A minor for that I Don't Know Why. That pattern of chords repeats one more time. So it's back to the G, B minor, E. And I don't know why, and I don't know why. We're going to transition. There's a transition chord. I believe it's an E minor. Back to the D. That's your verse, okay? So from there, we're going to go into the chorus. The chorus is basically a walk down. Right? So, but we're going to put the chords to that. So it's going to be G to the D with an F sharp in it to the E minor. Two times. All right. So you're playing the full G. That D, it's however you want to pull it off. You can just do the bass note. You can do the E minor. But that's how you're playing that, okay? Twice. Okay? First part of the chorus. Chorus is going to repeat with some subtle changes, but it's going to kick off the same way. For that, we'll get wild, a little bit different. We're going to go to a C. I go to the B note, that B bass note, to an A minor. So listen to it. That's almost your entire song right there at that point, okay? I know it's all over the place, but you got to listen to it. But that's how that breaks down. The chorus actually has two big pieces to it. So work on that, rewind this, go over it. That's pretty much the chorus right there. There's a solo to the song, obviously. We're not going to do that. Leading into the solo is the... Okay? And the solo goes in from there. Again, leave it up to you. How do you want to create this? Put it together, make it your own. You can do the verse, you can go back and play the chorus, but at some point it comes back out to another verse. And again, the verse is going to be, and you can strum it, you can kind of palm mutes, whatever you want to do. Play power chords. If you want to do the power chord route, that verse is going to repeat again. It'll be the same thing. So it's G, it's a B minor, but power chord just B, it doesn't matter, to the E, and then A minor, and the song just repeats from there. So just have fun with it. It's an anthem. It's one of those anthems from the 80s. Enjoy it, have fun with it. Hopefully you like this tune the way I kind of broke it down for you. Please, thumbs up, makes all the difference in the world. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you as we continue on this road here with Six String Fun. Thank you. Everyone, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. I'm Rich. This is Six String Fun. You see that right down there. Gonna get into a pretty simple one. If you know these chords, D, G, F, and A. If you can play those chords, we can do this tune. Doing it on the acoustic guitar, I just think it'll be fun if you again, solo acoustic, want to do something different, get people up and moving. To sing along, we're gonna do the Clash's Should I Stay or Should I Go? Listen to the tune. As I mentioned, we go the chords, D, G, F, and then there's an A. That A you can bar, you can play whatever works best, it's up to you. You'll see that sometimes I switch up between a G like this and a G like this. Just personal preference, whatever works for you. Not much more to really say about this, so we're gonna get right into it. The Clash's Should I Stay or Should I Go? Take a closer look at this one. Pretty straightforward. Probably more geared towards a full band, but if you have an acoustic guitar, you want to pick it up, start playing, to sing along, go for it. We're going to be playing a D chord, G chord, we got an F thrown in there, and there's an A. That's really it. So it's more about just the strumming pattern, listening to the tune, and getting a feel for how it's done. So it starts off on a D to G. Back to so it's D, G, A. So just listen to the song. That's really it. All right. Now keep in mind there's these timing patterns. So what we're doing there is we're playing the chords D to G to A, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is a rest, right back into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you got this little riff here. Still, it's all going to be a 4 count, though, that rest as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to continue. And we're going to start the verse like that. Darling, you got to, right? And you're going to hear it change. Instead of D to G to D, we're going to go G. Now you can play this G any way we want. G to F, back to G. One time, back to that D and G. So, I know that when I've played it live, full band, I tend to go into the bar chord for some reason. For that G to F, back to G move, that's totally up to you. Whatever works, but it's going to be D, back to the D, D, G, A. We're going to switch it up one time. G, F, to G. All right, and then back to the D, G, A. And then that one transition chord is just an A. That's it. And there is your song. Listen to it. Those are the pieces right there. There's some fills going on, but honestly, if you're doing this just on the acoustic guitar, campfire, barbecue, just kind of jamming. And then the rhythm pattern does change as it kind of builds up. All right, so just listen to it, but you got this. Pretty easy if you know these chords. We will see you on the next one. Later. Everyone, thanks for checking this channel out again. Really do appreciate it. We're going to go back to the 80s again. Like I said, I've had a lot of things going on with 80s tunes, so I'm going to stick in there for a while. Great song. Never thought I really would like playing this acoustic until within the last couple of years. Goes over so well in a live setting. And it's pretty somewhat easy. If you know your power chords, there's really no major bar chords, but there is some power chords there, but you can get around that if you know your open chords, I think. So we're going to get into this one, Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran. Really, really cool tune. It's in the, well, I guess it's the key of E for the most part. You know, the main riff is E. And then really you're kind of working with some bar chords, power chords, whatever you want to do, whatever's easiest for you. Between a C, a G, an F, and a B flat, which alternates with a D throughout the chorus. So we'll go over that in more detail. But pretty straightforward. Those are really all the chords you use, and have some fun with this one. So let's just dive right in and take a closer look. All right, so let's just jump right into this. Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. Really straightforward in terms of the tune and how it goes. Some power chords, bar chords, whatever you normally play, so it might be a little bit tougher, especially in the chorus, but let's go through it, see what you think. Hopefully this helps you out, okay? The tune kicks off on an E. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the E up here, and that little chime is just my open E strings here, my open E and B string. So I'm playing here on the lower register, and then I'm just coming back up to click those strings on the bottom there. And I just give a slide up just to give it a bit of an intro. If you can't do that, just play the E. Just downstroke. The way I do it is, all I'm doing is hitting those open strings right here. But whatever works for you, it's cool. All right. And then the riff that I'm doing is. I mean, that's the main riff for the song, right? So all I'm doing is I'm still in that E shape. But what I'm doing here is I'm taking everything off except my index finger. So E shape, E chord. All I'm doing is keeping my index finger on that chord, right? And I'm staying on the, I guess it's the G string. I'm keeping the index finger there, and I'm using my middle finger to go on the second fret as well. I'm pulling on it. So it's a pull from 2 to 1 on the G string, and I'm landing back on the D second fret. All right, I'm doing it twice, but each time is a little bit different in terms of the rhythm and the timing, okay? I'm kind of holding that second pull a little bit longer. And I might even sometimes give it a bit of a bend. So it's up to you. Again, whatever's easiest, but if you just kind of play it like this. And if that's too much as well, hold that E chord. What are we doing there? Again, fairly simple as well. You're playing an E to an E suspended fourth. So if the hammer isn't quite in your wheelhouse just yet, we got a way around that, okay? We're going to just hold the E and give it an E suspended fourth. So you got a couple ways you can do that. Whatever is easiest for you, give it a shot, but it works either way. And you're playing this throughout the whole verse. So either way, that should work for you, okay? Going into the verse, it's a pattern of four chords, excuse me, the chorus, it's a pattern of 4 chords. A C, to a G, to an F, to a B flat. The B flat in that first time around basically transitions right back to the C, to the F, excuse me, to the G, to the F, to the C, to the D. Let me play it for you once, okay? Transition. That's your basic structure for the chorus. Now you're going to play that sometimes 2, maybe 3 times, but it's always going to be in that order. So it's going to be C, and again, I'm playing different shapes here just to kind of give you an idea that you can do this different ways. A full C bar chord, a C power chord, and that translates to any other bar chord or power chord you're going to play in this tune. So it's C, to the G, to the F, to that B flat, which just, in turn really is more of just kind of like a passing chord in a way, where it's going to go right back into that C. That's the transition right there. To the G, to the F, to the D, and if you want, you can play the D here. So you do that, and then again, how I do it is I'm just kind of messing around with this D. And you go right back into that, the intro, or riff and the verse again. So just constant repeating. So if you know the intro, okay, that's your intro is your verse. We've gone over the chorus. Like the woods, and it just continues, right? So the only thing that I do a little bit differently, and I kind of make it my own, especially depending how the crowd is reacting, whoever's singing is kind of doing their thing, I kind of bounce back and forth between the D and the E. And this is the part of the song where it's like, hungry like the wolf, right? And all that kind of, noise going on. It's either the... hungry like a wolf. Here's where it's kind of cool, because you can do that as much as you want back and forth, and a lot of people worried about the timing coming back in on the chorus. So you can hold this E as long as you want, because what's going to happen is the change to the chords for the chorus don't come in at the same time the vocals do. The vocals come in maybe a beat or 2 before you start playing. So really, you can hold out as long as you want, do what you want, hold the E, wave back and forth, And that's your song. So it's pretty straightforward. I kind of put that in the easy category because it's really not anything crazy. You're not playing any, chords that are out there. I mean, you're kind of playing the basic stuff, and even for some of these chords, you could probably do it open chords as well. You're playing a C, so maybe you play an open C here, you play the open G, give this your F chord right there, just play those strings, and then for the B flat, you can cheat as well. Let's see if that works. that works too. So if you're more comfortable doing it that way, give it a shot. Hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully you had fun with this one. Let me know in the comments, you know, if it worked. If you want to hear some different things, we can certainly do that. And I'll see you on the next lesson. Thanks very much, okay?